Hi, everyone. It's June Lucal, and we are here to do a mystery card together. At least that's what I hope you're here for. I hope there are people here. Oh, great. I've got a few people. Um, yeah, I had to go Google how to start my show because last time I just ended up writing the whole thing over again, and it was weird. But figured it out, and everything is backwards still. It bothers me, but I'll get through it. Oh, now you can't see you. All right. So, yes. Hopefully everyone got the things, the clues that I have posted. And yeah, I'm glad, Bonnie, you're here. I hope that this is better than you think. It's not something to be stressed out about, but it is, I think it can be a little unnerving not knowing what to expect. So I get it. I do. All right, so hopefully I can do the bulk of this. I keep doing it off screen, and please forgive me, but and hopefully you can read this, okay? Being it's all backwards, it's throwing me off a lot, but yeah, like I said, we'll get through it. All right, so I realized at the very last minute I did not cut this one piece for everything, but it's okay. I will grab something here. All right, here we go. Let's go over the supply. Oh, a couple things first. 10 years of growth is the paper pumpkin coming up. This is celebration time. I'm really doing this fast. Celebration time's the best promotion all year because you can get a lot of really cool free stuff. Everything in this catalog can be free depending on how much you buy. And then Stamp Camp. If you live in Northeast Ohio, there is a stamp camp next Saturday, and it's on my website. It's easy to sign up, and I hope that I'll get some people there. Got some fun things planned for that. And you know what? That's good enough for now. I might go over another thing or two, but let's go over the clues and your supplies. All right. So first of all, find a line art stamp and a line art stamp and a stamp with words that would fit in a 3-inch wide by 2 3/4-inch tall space together. You can configure those as you need to within that space. So hopefully you guys kind of figured out that you should maybe cut a piece of cardstock that big and then play around with your stamps to make sure that they fit. And to be honest, I did not even check this one. They actually look kind of big now that I'm looking at them. So all right, so there's my, I might only do one. That's okay. I have 2 frogs, and I don't think they're going to fit. I didn't even check that myself. So one frog's good. We're good. So I'm actually going to be doing 3 cards at the same time that you're doing one. And I'm hoping that will keep you caught up. Me caught up with you. I don't know how you want to think of it. So hopefully you won't be too confused, but I have a primarily navy card, a primarily soft succulent card, and a primarily balmy blue card. All right, so those are going to be my general 3 different cards. So one's got a frog. One, I'm going to be trying to go off the edge. It's too big for this, and we'll see how it looks. I honestly have not practiced this. So I think, you never know. I'm sort of doing this with you. I have a finished card. Don't worry. It's not completely chaos here, but I do. I'm going to try these too. So I got these bird houses. All right. And so those are the 3 different themes I got going. And I've got words. So I've got happy birthday wishes for the bird houses. I want to show you how to put a stamp on. In fact, let's do it now. Sending Support is one of the free stamp sets for $50 purchase. And I realized I was with a friend the other day, and I realized that she didn't know how to put these labels on. And, it's not something I teach everybody all the time. So I thought, let's go over it. All right, so here we have your stamps, and this is, they're all in there, and I popped those out. So I'm actually going to get rid of that because it's in my way. So now I have this little stamp, and then I also have this label thing. So there's two sides. There's one that has these slits in it. I don't know if you can see it. There's slits in the middle. Here, do you see how there's a slit that you can open from the one side? You can also see the words better from that side, but the one with the slits, you peel from the middle, and that keeps the sticker on the page. Okay, so if you haven't done this, here's a little tutorial. All right, so then got to make sure that those line up and that the words are where they're supposed to be. And then we're going to put that right on top. Okay, and then we peel that off, and it's very accurate that way. Okay, and then I can throw that on a block. Okay, so fun. This has got a lot of cute, I don't know how to say cute, but nice sayings, because they're like, there are many ways you might feel right now. Alone shouldn't be one of them, which is so true, right? So At the Pond is the other one that has the frog. Two frogs, actually. I was going to do both frogs, but obviously I goofed up on that. And a log and a flower, little flower. We'll see. And then this one was Beautifully Happy. And the words I've got is thank you for that. And then this is one of the $100 free items. I showed everybody, I demonstrated this like a month ago, 3 weeks ago, something like that. Anyway, all right, those are the three. That was a lot of time for that. All right, then plan your colors. So I recommend white or vanilla, a light color, black, and another color of your choice. And that other color of your choice should have cardstock, 1/2-inch ribbon, and 2 pattern papers that include it. So that's why I was like, kind of pick a color. This is a good one to be mostly monochromatic. So one of the pattern papers should be primarily the color and have a small, tight design. Example, tiny polka dots on a solid background. And this is the monochromatic one. So, okay. So that's why I'm saying like this one, we have the main colors. This is color 3. So, all right. And then light color, and that's the one that I forgot to cut out for everything. So I have picked, this is really color 3. So the primary one, I should have made it go the other way, but color 3 is the one that coordinates with the small, like lighter color. And I need to cut that down a little bit. It is supposed to be 4 by 5 1/4. All right, 4. Yay! 5 1/4. All right, this one. Do I want to do this one? How's that look? That's fine. All right, and then 4. I cut everything else, sorry. I just panicked about this like 2 minutes before we went on. And then I was like, wait, I can't get this started. And then I had, this might work 4 already. And this is probably 5 1/4. All right, that was easy. Okay, and then I need ink pads for those. So I've got Pool Party, Blushing Bride, which is a little bit buried. And sorry. And then what was the other one? Oh, where did we go? Okay. Black. I need ink pad and cardstock cut 3 by 4 1/4. All right. Then here's the color 3. So I have the cardstock cut 4 1/4 by 11, and then ribbon. And it might need to be a little longer than 7, or at least one of the pieces needs to be more 7, maybe 2 pieces. We'll see how that goes. At least, though, you need 7, very minimum. And then printed paper, primarily color 3 with a small design. All right, so this is what I've picked. Got basically a small printed design. Forget that one. Okay. And printed paper with color 3 and probably color 1. So you can have more colors if you want, but definitely needs to have color 3. So here's an example of one that has a lot of colors. And that's going to go with my Night of Navy. This is one that has, you know what? I might actually use this one instead of this one because I already have this one cut. So that was going to be 2 frogs, so I was going to work that out. All right, so I got that one, and then my balmy blue. Okay, and now I'm down to white or vanilla. So I had 2 different sizes for that. All right. I know they're very similar, and you probably could get away with it, but I wanted to give you as much writing space as possible, so I made the one a little bit bigger. Other things that you're going to need, and that would be something to score your cardstock with, and that can be a simply scorer, a trimmer, or even just a ruler and a paper clip. You need a white crayon, and I'm talking like a Crayola or a Krang or something like that. You also can, and that is, you could probably get away with it, Post-its if you don't have one of those. Blending brush, sponge or sponge dauber, and I don't even remember. Well, I guess they're going to be my light colors here. These light colors. Those are the ones I'm going to end up needing that for. Scissors, because we're going to fussy cut something. Adhesive. This might be a good one for glue for part of this. Also, are there coloring tools? Depends on what you're doing. You might need markers, whatever your line drawing is, and then Stampin' Dimensionals. Okay, sorry, that was a long time to go over that list, but I was doing 3 and I didn't have everything ready. My bad. Okay, so here we are, ready to go. Clue 2. All right, using the slightly smaller white cardstock rectangle positioned horizontally, stamp your line art image and words in black ink way over to the right side. Leave almost 1 inch of space for a ribbon on the left. So I'm giving you a hint about that. So here I figured out, I've got these 2 lined up, and I'm going to take the smaller one. All right, and I'm going to set the other ones aside because they're actually going to be the part that you write on. These are the ones that get all the action. Oh yeah, I was like, I have another one. There's my, all right. So my images, I'm going to do, sorry, this may be a little slow getting started. I probably should have gotten this ahead of time. Okay, so here I'm stamping. This is the one that's going off the edge here a little bit, but I'm going to do mostly over to this side, leaving this part on the left here. Sorry, there's this big old black hole in like literally inches from my face, which is throwing me off, which is why I end up doing all this stuff down here. That is not the end of the world that it didn't print very well. It's really fine. And I want to put the words on it, and they're going to go up here. Okay, so the, oh, here, I can put this, wait. You know me, I lose things, my Bermuda Triangle. So I'm going to try to, whoops, just knock that off. Put things in one spot when I'm done with it. Maybe I can find them again if I do that. All right. Then one of the white ones is going to be the frog. You know what? I think I might want to put that log on first. then this is going to be better than you think. Don't worry. I know that would normally be a mess, but my technique, it's not going to matter. All right, and then the words I'm going to put below it here for you always. Right there. Okay, next. Oh, no. That's fine. All right, and then this one. This one was the birdhouses. Okay, so remember my direction said I'm putting a ribbon on the left. So I'm going to leave some space for that. And I'm going to put this and have 2 birdhouses. And then I'm going to put, oh yeah, I was putting everything in this bin over here so I can find it again. And then this is a little heads up here, little trick that it's a sneak peek, I guess. I am covering that part. We'll see, actually. Just realized maybe this wasn't the best thing to do. In my case, I want to stamp over that. So this is a little bit of an experiment. So bear with me. Not too bad. Seen worse. Okay, so stamp your line art image on the pattern paper that is primary color. So I should have done that. So here is the little scraps. This can be up to 3 inches. Depends on. We're doing the technique called paper piecing. All right. So what that means is for this one, I'm going to make a blue flower. I actually showed this technique with a moose stamp set last year. Anyone might remember that. And then this is going to go over all the parts that I want to stay blue. All right. It's a little hard to see. I might not finish that one because that's having issues. And then I also need to do the birdhouse. So I'm actually just going to do the one birdhouse. I'm going to put that right here. Okay. And then the other one's going to be the frog. Oof. He's barely going to fit. I'm going to have to get a slightly bigger piece. Which is actually a lot bigger because I'm not going to cut it down, but okay. See, I should have done a few things ahead of time because I'm doing 3, but we'll do it quick. All right, next. Now plan your coloring. Do you have other things besides the main shape and background that need coloring? Example, leaves, arms, that kind of thing. Color those now if you do. So here, this, I want to color everything except for the birdhouse. So if I want to do, let's see, I can just use the, where is it? Water painter, or I can use markers. And see, I got a couple projects going at the same time. Makes things difficult. So my class has started. They are crazy. And I haven't had a whole lot of time to do anything else. Famous words for me, right? All right, here it is. I knew it was here. All right, so here's my aqua painter. Doesn't matter what colors. I mean, it does, I guess, but you have some colors that you'll have around. So you can, as long as they, you know, don't clash really bad with the other colors you've chosen, you should be okay. So I'm going to do this entire house and the pole. And I'll do the roof on this one too. Okay. Oh, that's right. I have this part to do too. All right. And then might as well do this log while I'm here. So my frog, I'm going to do paper pieced. He's going to get cover. He's going to cover a whatever I'm doing here. So everything else that you want, like if this log is in water or if it's on the ground, I'm just gonna. And let's see. No brown on that one, but it does have leaves. So, and I do need to color this house too. So sorry that I'm doing 3 different ones, makes me a little confused. Let's see. Green. Let's do soft succulent because that is in the colors. So I'm going to make the flowers themselves blue, but this will be green. All right. Oh, that's a flower. There's a leaf. And then I have these little buds. I think I might just paint those in. I think I'm getting my sleeve in the ink. So when I, by the way, this is just an extra tip. When I aqua paint or paint watercolor this with the ink, I am basically putting it down and where the darkest part would be, and then it's almost like I'm cleaning my brush. I don't pick it up until it's completely out, if that makes sense. This is the technique would be wet on dry, actually. Okay. All right. Hopefully I don't really know where the edge of that flower is, but looks pretty. And you know what? Let's do that in the pink or something. Wait. It's going to be blue. Yep, just leave it white. I'm going to leave it white. Okay. So next thing, we're going to blend the background. So protect those colors you just colored. Cover over these shapes with a white crayon or stamp those shapes on a Post-it, cut it out, and position over these just colored flowers. So here is my white crayon. Like I kind of gave you a hint here. I went over. So anything you want to stay white, or not white, whatever the color. So if you have ever done Easter eggs, this is Pisanki is a technique that is, I don't know, is it Polish, I think? That they, there's a lot, this is common in the whole egg decorating when you dye one color and then put wax resist over that color in certain places, and then you dye it again. Oh, I didn't really need to put that there. And then the places where the crayon or the wax will stay the color that was underneath it. And then you can put wax on that again and dye it a darker color. And eventually you can have a multicolored thing. So you could also do this by stamping on a Post-it note. And in case you haven't done this before, let's do the hug. The Post-it note one. Okay. So this one you would cut out the Post-it note. And since you hopefully picked a light color, it's not like, don't worry about it if it's like not absolutely perfect. Nice, perfection's great to strive for. I am definitely one to think that, but it's not the end of the world. So, oh, I'm going to do this guy's. Oh, I might do a gel pen for his guy's eyes, actually. All right, so this is the two different ways you could do it. Oh, go over it with a crayon, or you could fussy cut a Post-it note. So this is a little more involved than many of them, and I really probably should stick to two, but I couldn't make up my mind. All right, so that would go on top of that. Okay, so here I've done the crayon on top of even the brown. Okay, and I better do, oh, I could have done the whole thing. Oh, well, I guess I'll do crayon over this part. All right, it's easier, faster. And then this one, go over. This, if you go over the edges too much, you will have a white edge to it. So you might want to be a little more careful with this one. If I would say it'd be better to have a little of the background on the image than the other way around. But you know what? Try it. This is not going to be a masterpiece right off the bat, I doubt. I mean, could be. It could be really nice, but okay. Okay. Oh yeah, I was gonna do the buds. These are going to be tough to cut out. Totally could though. Just would make you know, take too long. So probably all right. Go over that. We'll see how that goes. Okay. Now we're ready for 4. Hopefully that was more than enough time. Using your blending brush, sponge, or sponge dauber, gently blend your color 1 ink over the whole image. Don't worry, the main shapes will be covered and you've already protected the other details with crayon or post-it notes. Fade out on the edges if you can, like a vignette, and then do the edges of the white cardstock and or do the edges of the rectangle. Okay, so here I'm going to get a scrap here. This one's going to be so here are the colors that I chose. I'm going to have this one be the Flirty Flamingo. I'm going to have this one be, yeah, I think so. And then this one was going to be like that. Not terrible. Okay, so I'm going to go strongest right by the image. And then fade out. And then if you want to, you can do the edges. Man, because the camera's way over here, I should be. Okay. Then I'm going to do a pinkish one. Be like sunset or something for the sky for these other ones. So this one I was going to make this. And it doesn't matter if this is going to be a blue birdhouse, so it doesn't matter that it's turning blue because it's going to get covered up. Okay, remember that. Just a rosy thing. I like how that house is turning white. Do you see how that came out? And then you could, if you don't want to do this edge thing until the end and see how it looks, fine. All right, then the darkest, this one's going to be, so those 2 are done. And then this one, hopefully, 2. All right, it's subtle. This light just really washes it out. It's there though. Oh, I didn't do the edges though. I think the frog one looks best so far. I think, and also being that this is on vanilla is no, we'll see. It might make it because it's already a tad darker than the rest of it is anyway. There we go. All right. Okay. That's it for 4. Oh no, I'm going too fast for you. I thought I was going too slow. I'm so sorry. The smaller white card is for the figure. Yes. I guess I'm probably very late in answering that question. I'm sorry. If you do the other one, you can trim it down if you had to, right? So I'm sorry. I will slow down. I was thinking I was going way too slow. Very sorry. I can do that. All right. So now for the assembly. You know, it's going to take me a while to fussy cut this. And you know what, Bonnie? If you hate it, at least you tried it, right? So that's something. This one's hard to see. This is going to take me a while. I hope you don't hate it, though. I do. But comes out pretty cool, generally. It's fun to see what everyone's comes out as, you know? See, I don't know if this was maybe my best choice of the of shapes, honestly, but you don't know until you try it. Goodness. Okay. And then, oh, I could have left that one attached, darn it. And then this one. Okay. That one's one down. But I haven't glued it yet. This one's an easy one. This frog's gonna take a minute. Oh, I didn't even stamp it. That's why. Oh no, I did. I stamped stamped it on this big piece. That's why. Right. Plaid frog. Why not, right? Okay, so I'm gonna have to glue these in a minute. If you haven't done or if you're done, you can do that. Isn't it funny how we do things at different paces? I mean, I really did think I was going way too slow by having 3 of them. And here Bonnie's feeling super rushed, and I didn't mean that. Okay, there's my funny little frog. So I'll swap that one out. Put it there. Kind of looks cool just like that, like a white frog. All right, I have some glue. Oop, that came out fast. And see how I can now cover up the log that I had already stamped over. No one will know. I have a gel pen for this. Contraband, but oh, look at that. Too cute. All right. Might keep this around because I'm going to glue this one. Yeah, this might have been a little complicated for the typical mystery card, but I think the last few have been much easier, simpler, I mean. But I hadn't done this technique, and I thought this would be a nice one. Gotta do this one. Oh, you got a fresh Frisia turtle? That's cool. Why not? Oh, I love it. Thank you. How's everybody doing? Did I slow down a little bit? I mean, are we having a chance to breathe? I really do feel bad about that. Attach this white or vanilla rectangle to the black rectangle. So when you get a second, these are going to go on the black rectangles like that. Okay, and got the glue out. Might as well do the glue. And then all right. That's the hardest part. You get that, you're golden. Okay. Okay. I'll try to keep this pace a little less frantic. Clue 6. Score the color 3. All right, that's the main one. The 4 by 11 inch rectangle at 2 inches and 2 3/4 inches and 5.5. Okay. So let me move these guys. So if you have a cutter, make sure you're using the correct blade. I'm not using the darkest one. The darkest one is the most. I think of it that way. It's got the most color, and I only want it to dent it, not cut it. So, all right, I've got it at 2 3/4 and at 5.5. Okay, so that, and then we have to fold it like a Z. So, wait, is that a Z? There's a Z. Is that a Z? All right. So that's called a Z fold. And if you have a bone folder, which I didn't tell you to get, you can use your nail too, side of your hand, whatever. But there is my Z fold. Okay, and I'm going to do that with my other cards too. Two 3/4. So in a way, if you think of it, doing it 3 times hopefully gives you a chance to see it, and then you can try it yourself. And if you didn't see it the first time, you can see it twice in a way, right? At least that's the hope. I want this to be a good experience. I hope Bonnie's even still here. She probably got mad and left. All right, so 2 3/4. I hope she's still here. All right. So now there's my Z. Oh, I'm going to move that. Okay. Okay. All right, so we're going to attach the other pattern piece to the smaller section on top so that it has an 1/8 of an inch border on the top, left, and bottom edges. It might stick over the fold a little. That's perfectly fine. And then we'll attach the slightly larger white vanilla rectangle to the middle of color 1 rectangle, which you should then attach into the inside of the card. So what that means is the patterned papers that we just had, these ones, are going to be attached to this. Okay. And it'll come right to the edge. It might even go over a little bit, and that's okay. Okay. Does that make sense? It's going to go on the top flappy thing. Okay. Precise terms here, top flappy thing, right? All right. it would be better to go right up to the edge or over if possible, because we are going to put what this is talking about, the slightly larger vanilla or white into the center of this one. And then that's going to go on the inside. So let's just do this green one. This one's going to get this white one. To the center of this. And then this, get the, and you don't have to use glue. This is just what I had out. And that is going to go on the inside here. And hopefully this will continue that. Okay. Kind of an interesting combination, actually, these colors. And all right, so that let's do this blue one. Okay, and then this is going to be this pink, the Blushing Bride. This is this white rectangle is going to be what you would write your message on. And I've done this as an improvement over my original card because you couldn't really tell where you could write without the word showing. This will make more sense in a second. Okay, so this is our color one piece. Rectangle has the white rectangle in the center. We had the pattern piece that wasn't super tight, but that went with color 3. That was my boo-boo. I should have called this color 1, the main color, instead of calling it 3. That's a big mistake. All right. And then here. So we'll put that. Oh, good. I'm glad you're still here. Oh, honestly, it's been bothering me ever since you said it took you hours to get ready for this. I've been like, I don't want to make anyone, I want people to have fun. This should not be hard or challenge. Well, I mean, it can be challenging, but I don't want it to be like stressful, right? So I've been worried about you, Bonnie. I take stuff to heart too much. My husband says that all the time. Okay. All right. So I have 3 cards so far. Let's do it. Scooch it that way. All right. That's clue 6. And here's clue 7. All right. Finally, tie the ribbon vertically around the image black bordered rectangle toward the left side with a square knot. So I almost forgot about that part. All right, so this one, wait, I don't want these yet. We're doing the images. Okay, so this one's going to get the blue. This is supposed to go around like this. Okay, so this was, how long is this? Oh, more like 10 inches. Yikes. Sorry, guys. If you want to, though, here's an option. You can tie this in the air or tie it around something like your bottle. How about that? Not too tight, though. Okay. I always forget the square knot. It's like left over right and right over left. I believe that's it. It's not the end of the world if you... All right, and then I'm going to kind of tighten it from the inside. And hopefully, I know that doesn't fit, but if I cut it, now it will. All right, so I hope that you followed that. And then you're going to have to put some kind of other kind of adhesive on this side. I don't know that the glue is great for this. See how I did that? So that little gap doesn't matter. It actually is better for my... I'll trim those down a little bit. So this is seam binding tape, and I don't have that. It is one of the only ones that I don't have that is... that one's gone. It's discontinued. All right, so here is the one that goes with that. And then let's do... This one's going to be... This one is not discontinued. This is still available. And you can do this. And if it's not tight enough, you can trim this back here and overlap that. So that's another way you could do that. Just try to get something here. So maybe I'll fix that a little bit. There. Okay. And I feel like that could even be a little over this way. Maybe I need to put some more adhesive over here. This seam binding tape is fantastic. I love it. It's very soft and workable. There, it's a little bit better. See how nice that just lays perfectly. All right, so there. And almost done. The frog. frog. And I'm going, whoops, I'm going to use the, what is this called? Satin shimmer ribbon. If you know what, I'll do this one again where you can tie it around something. Maybe I'll try it around this thing. So this goes around that, and then that goes around that. Maybe. Well, I'm flipping it around. It's working if I do that. Come on. Where's that end of that? Okay. And I'm going to cut the back of this. See how that got that? I'm going to cut that. Yeah. Okay. And then that'll go, oops, here. All right, then we need to flip this piece over and put dimensionals on the right-hand side on the back. So like behind the ribbon. So, or you can do it flat. You can just do this flat adhesive. But only on this side. Very important. And then you can put that in the center, covering up this white rectangle in the middle. Okay. There's my little froggy guy. And then you could do dimensionals. Oh, I'm like, I had them. I just had them. And I'm using the back pieces of this every little bit, right? Yeah, 7 didn't work. Ugh, I'm sorry. Well, I don't know. I guess not everything's for everybody. So only on this side underneath the ribbons. Oops, I already took that piece off. Over the white part. It's like a diving board. Ready? We have a little guy here and jump. Boom. I like that with the dimensionals, I think. But pretty good. And then this one. I'll try this one with glue. Okay, so then you can write your message there. You got. Okay. So there are the 3 versions. And I'm so sorry that most of my, I mean, I think the cards came out very cool. Sounds like this wasn't everybody's cup of tea, but that's okay. Hopefully you had some fun. Other people had fun, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, you can always come back and watch it later. You know, that it really doesn't have to be a race. I just, you know, I guess I get in a hurry sometimes. You know, I've got so much going on. So, great. I'm so glad Julie's came out. Oh, you like that? Okay. Thank you. That does make me feel a little bit better. I you know, want to make everybody happy. And I know that's impossible, but sometimes it's just not. I take things to heart. So anyway, okay. So clue 7, that was it. Here's some things to do. Here's the card that inspired this. All right. And Julie might recognize this one because I think I actually sent her one once. So here is why I have this paper cut or paper pieced the girls paper piece, and I did the background in the pool party like here. And see, I don't have any rectangle there, so I have to figure out like where to put the words, and that is why I improved it. I think I improved it, because then you can, you know exactly where to write. You just stay in the white and you're good. So this was when, what color was this? This was a number of years ago, but this was a card that I did. And oh, good. I'm glad you remember that. I thought I did, because you like green, right? So yeah. Okay. Let's see. If you live in Northeast Ohio, sign up for the stamp camp on March 4th. Tomorrow is the last day of celebration. So if you want to get a deal, the starter kit is also a particular bargain right now, because you can get extra for that. So, you know, that if that's something you might want to think about, that's the save money. Okay. And you can get a discount for the next 3 months. And don't forget to go to youcanstamp.com and follow my blog. I'm trying. That's the easiest way to be notified of things. I feel like it's all very hit or miss. Otherwise, I've used my old email address. Not ideal. I don't know if anyone looks at those. I'd like to have that updated. So the best way to do that is to follow my blog on youcanstamp.com. And check out my online store. The host code box I changed recently. And here is the one if you are ordering anything soon. And yeah, that's about, I don't want to rush. I am going to rush this because I don't want us to go over too far here. But next Tuesday night, March 7th, my next mystery card is, okay, sorry. Let's slow down a little. Next YouTube, not Facebook Live, YouTube Live is on March 7th, and the next mystery card is on March 27th. Okay? All right. Now, most important thing of all is to have a good time stamping. Okay? And if anyone wants to post your mystery card creations under this video in Facebook, or if we can figure out how to do it on my blog post, I would really love to see these. And I will give away one of the card samples I made to one lucky person who posts. So I'm just interested to see them. But if it helps to motivate you to get one of these cards that I made tonight, that is cool too. And yeah, I hope to see them somehow. Text me if you want. That works too. All right. So have a wonderful night. Thank you for joining me. I really do appreciate that. I'm not an expert, but I try. I like to have fun. I like to do this kind of thing. I like to see you guys. And this is kind of close. So, all right. Have a wonderful night. Thanks. Bye.